Hello, how's it going? So, if you watched my last video, a sweet mistake where I made my cloud paintings, but I made them with brown colors. You can see that once again, I'm using the same colors, the same ice cream colors, browns, pinks, purples, and blues. The last video I talked about mistakes and how to either accept them or change them. The last painting was a quote-unquote mistake that I made. It was a good reminder that all the things we make may not be masterpieces, but we can learn from them, and that is what I'm doing with this painting. I love the colors together, and I just executed it in a different form. No clouds like the last painting, but with my create letters. I was inspired by ice cream and donuts. It can be interpreted as the letters that are a lighter brown can be either a cone or a donut, and on top there is either the ice cream, which is like the pinks and blues and purples, or it could be like the icing that they put on top of donuts. And then on top of all of that, I put chocolate. You can see, you'll see it at the end. It's funny that I don't mind doing the same things over and over again. As you can see, I use the same colors again from the last painting, and it got me thinking, when people say we are creatures of habit, I am definitely one. I have things that I do every day, a routine, that if I don't do, sometimes my day can seem out of whack. When I work at my job, I have a set schedule, always work the same time and leave at the same time. I know my schedule even without looking at it. And now I know my days off are always the same. For example, every morning I wake up, I get up and make my bed somewhat presentable, or just nice enough and flat enough so that I don't get back in it. I make myself a cup of coffee and enjoy it for a few minutes. Then I meditate for 7 minutes and then start doing something creative. I enjoy it and I love my morning routine. It does more for me mentally and it gives me a sense of comfort. It's probably more linked to a control thing, and having a routine gives me that sense of control, because outside of that, there are so many factors that are unpredictable. It's like that serenity prayer, basically saying there are things that we can control and things that we can't control. I have many alarms throughout the day reminding me to do certain things for the day. I can be very forgetful or become engulfed with whatever thing I'm creating or working on, that sometimes I forget what time it is. Recently, I had a day off on Saturday. I specifically requested off that day because I wanted to hang out with my best friend Laika, who I haven't hung out with for months. And I know it's not a big deal because I know people have friends all over the world that they can't see for years, but for my best friend, I feel like I needed to make the time for her. She lives literally 15 minutes away, and I can't make the time to hang out with her. That doesn't make sense to me. And I just wanted to be a better friend and to always make time for her. I usually don't like having weekends off for personal reasons, which is probably very weird to many of you. So that morning, Like and I decided that we go and explore Wailuku town. Our first stop was Wailuku Coffee Company and get some breakfast and drink some coffee. For a couple hours, we ate and drank coffee and caught up talking about all kinds of stuff. We talked for hours and eventually my first alarm went off, reminding me to get ready for work and then to start heading to work. Then at night, we met up again when her husband, my good friend too, Shane, got off work. We decided to have a few drinks and eat some pizza and poke. and of course talk for many hours, catching up, and then again my alarms went off because I would be done with work and be able to do more things before getting ready for bed. This alarm was for me to remind myself to journal my day. So what I'm getting at is that as much as I love routine, it's okay to be spontaneous too. That day with my friends, I had such a fun time. Like, my day was just so fun. It was just something obviously I don't do every day, but it was just, I don't know, just so fun. Like the time went by so fast. Like I didn't even realize oh my gosh, it's already, I think when I left home it was probably 1 because they had to get, or I had to get up early, or they both had to get up early to do Muay Thai. But it's I don't know, it was just so fun. And even though I do like routine, it's really nice sometimes to break out of that routine, I don't know, life is so short, I know you gotta, I guess moral of the story is it's okay to have routines, but it's also okay to be spontaneous too. That days you don't expect how things will go, sometimes it makes for a great day with good friends and good food. Now, I would love to hear from you. Are you a creature of habit and like things predictable? Or do you like being spontaneous, living life whatever comes your way? I would love to hear your stories or routines. And once again, thank you so much for listening and keep creating.